first stop of the Alabama Bass Trail in 2020, beautiful Lake Guntersville, on a nice cold morning. Guys, this is a winner's tackle box brought to you by Academy Sports and Outdoors. We want you to tell us kind of what you did today and go through some of the baits that you used to do this. So first, let's start off by telling us about your pattern.
Our pattern starting out was swim jig. We used swim jig, hack attack swim jig. We started our day out, caught two really big fish on the swim jig, 16 pounds for two fish. After that, we kind of changed patterns because the water started changing a little bit. The water was dropping, and the conditions have just been evolving over the past few days with the floods and all the mud. So once we kind of got off that swim jig bite, we changed over to a rattle trap. The chrome and blue and the muddy water seemed to be a lot more productive for us. That's just kind of what we've traditionally thrown in the muddy water. So the half-ounce rattle trap, more closer to the river after that water started coming down. Started out a little bit in the creeks and then kind of slowly moved towards the river as the water started dropping.
And was there a particular area of the lake that you guys focused on today?
We started out about 40 miles up the lake, but mid-morning that bite deteriorated to near nothing, and we started moving back down the lake. We never made it all the way back down here to the state park at launch site to fish any. Mid-lake's about as far down as we fished with a predominantly upriver bite.
Now, a lot of guys coming into this tournament were predicting that it would take 30 pounds to win the tournament, but everybody kind of said it with some hesitation because the weights here recently in the last couple of weeks have been kind of fluctuating. Did you guys think that when you left this morning you could come in with 30.33 pounds?
No.
Definitely not. I did feel like somebody could, but I didn't feel like it would be us. And what we've seen is with the conditions of the lake like it is the fishing locations have changed daily. But whenever you did get on the fish, you were on some pretty good ones. So I knew somebody was going to get on some good ones today. At least I felt like they would. Very fortunate that it was us. And based on our practice yesterday, I wouldn't have thought it would have been us. I knew we were fishing areas that had big fish and was quality fish, but I didn't expect we would have a 30-pound bag based on yesterday's practice.
Well, it's a good thing it worked out for you. Now, show us some of the baits that you actually used today. So
we started out primarily throwing the swim jig, and then using the spicy beaver, the white spicy beaver on it. Has pretty good action and a good vibration in the muddy water on the spicy twin tail here. So that's what we started out with. And then as the day went on, I don't have a rattle trap, but I think everybody knows what a rattle trap is. But as the day went on, we kind of switched over to the chrome and blue rattle trap. We did throw a little bit of square bill throughout the day. Let's see this red one here. This is pretty good color that we're using in the muddy waters. The reds on the crankbaits. We used some 1.0s and 2.0 crankbaits in the red colors. But our two biggest fish that kind of won the tournament for us did come on the swim jig early.
Okay, great job, guys. These guys just showed us what they used to win this tournament, and you can find these baits and more at your local Academy Sports and Outdoors store.